from Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium at University High School in Morgantown. It's Championship Saturday, and what a fun day we have ahead of us. Up first is the Division II Girls Lacrosse State Championship, and we welcome you into the broadcast booth for this one. I'm Eli Brady alongside my partner Rocco Episcopo. It's good to have you on, Rocco.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, Eli.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Number 1, John Marshall, comes into this game at 7-3. They will be facing off against number 3, Musselman, who comes into this game at 5-8. John Marshall won the regular season matchup against Musselman 5-4 in overtime, and if that tells any tale of what today should bring, it should be a good one, and a championship trophy is on the line. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have starting lineups. You're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Girls Lacrosse State Championships here on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium.
Number 5.
The Musselman Applemen getting introduced. Their starting lineups. Starting in the goal will be Charlotte Jordan. Skylar Hook starts. Then Malin Cloud, Eliana Haycook, Ashlyn Lang, Hadassah Wilson, Nevaeh Walls, Grace Grams, Sarah Brown, Gracie Cloud, Carrington Bennett, and Mallory Windsor. And a quick look at the statistics. Charlotte Jordan is in the goal. Her save versus shots on goal, 55 saves versus 127 shots on goal, a .433 save percentage. Skylar Hook, one to watch out for the Applemen, averages 2.1 goals per game, 24 points on the season. Eliana Haycook, 2.3 goals per game, 29 points on the season, and she is their face-off go-to. And another one to look out for Musselman is number 36, Mallory Windsor, averages 2.3 goals per game, 28 points per season. Neither of these teams, Musselman or John Marshall, have very many assists on the year. So if that tells you anything, Rocco, get it into the 8-meter zone, try to draw contact, get to that free position. That's the easiest way to score in girls lacrosse.
That's money right there. That's money.
Number 15, Hadassah Wilson.
That's where the goals come from. And if you're unfamiliar with the girls lacrosse rules, you'll see 2 arcs come out from each goal. The shorter one is the 8-meter arc. A foul inside that zone will result in an 8-meter free position shot. The second arc, the further one, is 12 meters away. A foul between the 12 and 8-meter arc will result in there. Usually you won't see a shot from that far out, but it's a good opportunity to start the offense.
Senior on defense, number 33, Carrington Bennett.
Musselman rounding out their starters.
Number 36, Mallory Windsor. The Applemen are coached by Michael Jordan, assisted by Brad
Michael Jordan.
What a name, what a coach. If anything, Michael Jordan in championship games. Now we go over and take a look at the John Marshall Monarchs starting lineup. In the goal will be Heidi Williams, and then the John Marshall star, Anna Kubik. She averages 4 goals per game, 43 points on the season, by far the most of anyone in this game. She is going to be one to watch in this one. Shiloh Heath, she's 6 feet tall. She's a good defender. If you remember, back at when we did this game when John Marshall played at Fairmont Senior, John Marshall put up a fight with a Division I school and Fairmont Senior, and anytime you could do that in Division II when you're playing in a state championship game, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to have that competition out in the regular season.
Maya Blake will start for John Marshall. So will Aubrey Spielvogel. Cameron Wells as well. She is their face-off go-to. 70 of 168 on draws this year for Cameron Wells, and that is where, if you look at the game could be won right at center field. Cameron Wells really good on the draws.
It's hard to win a game when you're not winning the faces.
Zoe Kosek will start for John Marshall, as well as Avery Booth. Sydney Gray, another one to watch out for is Macy Wells. She averages 1.8 goals per season, 19 points. And Madison Galloway and Riley McGlumpy will round out the starting lineup for John Marshall. And we mentioned, Rocco, you and I broadcasted the game, John Marshall at Fairmont Senior. And it was a slow start for John Marshall. They lost that game 10-5, one of their 3 losses on the year. They got down 5-0 early, and then the rest of the game is 5-5. So they found their stride and they were able to keep up.
You got to start fast in state championship, though. They got to go down and score first.
Right, and if you remember the game here last year in the Division II game, Martinsburg went up 5-1 on Hedgesville. Hedgesville came back and tied it, sent it to overtime, and walked it off in overtime. In fact, both girls' state championship games last year did go to overtime. Hedgesville won the Division II game. They moved up to Division I. University won Division I last year. They will be playing later tonight against the Morgantown Mohegans. We'll be there for that one.
Mohawk Bowl. Big rivalry.
On defense, number 15, Avery Booth.
And you just look at midfield, you can see the difference in player numbers between John Marshall and Musselman. Not a lot of reserves to turn to if you're the Applemen. John Marshall, you'll see some subs come in more frequently, definitely more than Musselman.
On attack, and a captain, number 20, Macy Wells. A senior captain on defense, number 26, Madison Galloway.
Teams finishing up their introductions, and what a moment it is for all these players to hear your name called over the PA announcement here at University when you're just about set to play for a state championship. National anthem will play. We'll step aside for that. When we come back, we'll have first draw. It's Musselman. It's John Marshall. You're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Girls Lacrosse State Championships here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium. The national anthem just playing over the PA system. A decent crowd here in the stands. There's stands only on one side of the field, but they are about a mile high. So we are really far up into the air for this one, and a good showing from each school, Musselman and John Marshall. Each team's meeting with their head coaches. Musselman head coach Michael Jordan. And John Marshall head coach Susie Kubik.
I'm a big Michael Jordan fan.
Get ready to get the draw, first draw at center field. And you got to think the nerves are high right now, but once that ball is down and they go playing, the nerves go away and you go back to what you're used to. It's just another game. There's just a championship trophy on the line.
Have a lump in my throat, Eli.
Musselman breaks from their huddle and takes the field. John Marshall does the same. Coach Jordan on the field, high-fiving his players one final time before they go to work. Haycock for Musselman and Cameron Wells of John Marshall will meet at midfield, and we're just about ready to get this one underway. Referees for this game: lead umpire Jim Mullen, umpire Bobby Shaver, umpire Lindsey Hinckley, and the table official Jeanne Driesbach. Haycock and Wells at the 50-yard line. Whistle blows. This game is underway, and John Marshall wins the faceoff. It's picked up by Heath. Heath up ahead into the corner. John Marshall pushing quickly inside the 10, the 5. Go! And a cubic.
There we go.
11 seconds, and John Marshall is on the board.
You got to start fast, Eli.
We said Anna Kubik. She averages 4 goals per game and takes 11 seconds off the clock, and John Marshall is leading 1-0. And we talked about face-offs. Cameron Wells did a great job pushing it forward. Heath caught it immediately and just took it downfield. Found their star, Anna Kubik, and she's already got one on the board. It's 1-0 Monarchs.
Great job getting under a defender there. She read it right off the face.
Back at midfield we go. 11 seconds later. Wells in the air. Heath extends. Now it's on the ground. Haycock comes over. Kicked by Wells. Back to the 30-yard line. Still loose on the ground in the air. It's picked up by Kubik. Kubik drives in again, looking for another shot. Now Kubik will go behind the goal. Kubik defended by Bennett. Now it comes out to Spielvogel at the goal line in the end zone. Back over to Kubik, standing on the E in the University. In the end zone, lob inside, pass caught, looking for a shot, spinning as Wells, ball poked free on the ground. Spielvogel rolling after it, trying to get the ground ball kicked away. Spielvogel gets it back, and now a whistle is called, and it's going to be turned over, going to Musselman. Bennett will get it. Now the ball is loose up ahead at the 10-yard line. Here goes Musselman, pass up ahead, looking for Wells. She couldn't find it, turned back over. Kubik controls it at the 40-yard line. Kubik comes back the other way. Up ahead, finding Kosek. Kosek, ball poke free.
Good check.
What defense by Ashlyn Lang of Musselman. Now it's still rolling loose. Spielvogel after it. Spielvogel picks it up at the 15-yard line, drives in at the 10, stops, turns back around off a screen. Spielvogel will set up the offense back almost to the 25-yard line. Now looks inside, finds Macy Wells. Wells down low, inside.
Looks like they're trying to double the ball here. Free shot.
Is Blake. Oh! John Marshall on fire, and now they're going to call off the goal. No goal. And it looks like we're going to get a foul call on Musselman before the goal, so Shiloh Heath will have free position. And Heath will wind up Charlotte Jordan, the goalie of Musselman, ready. First free position of the game. 2 minutes in. John Marshall leads 1-0. Heath, blocked by Jordan, goes right back out to her, and Heath pulls it out. Back at the 15-yard line. Heath, inside Kubik. Goal! Anna Kubik, her second goal of the game, and John Marshall leads 2-0 early. And if you're Musselman, if there's anyone you cannot leave wide open, it's Anna Kubik. Assisted from Shiloh Heath. Just found her wide open inside. You can't leave Kubik one-on-one with the goalie. She will win that every time. That is her second goal of the day.
John Marshall's got their head up and all these dodges. It's going to be scary for Musselman here.
Musselman's got to win a faceoff either. They have not had any time of possession at all. They've had a couple good defensive plays. But John Marshall has come out. They have started hot early. 2 minutes into this game, it's 2-0 Monarchs. Back at midfield we go. This time, Haycock is going to win it. And it is taken by Bennett. Or that's Windsor, rather. Windsor, full speed ahead. Now has the ball poked free by Kosek. Rolling on the ground. Scooped up by Heath. Now it's in the air, still rolling around. A whistle. And are we going to get a Musselman free position here? Potentially. Yes, but it's going to be 12 meters, so.
Is she going to shoot from there?
Not really the ideal shot. You have Nevaeh Walls standing here on the left. You can get it to her.
Gotta look up to
Ashlyn
her.
Lang has the ball now. John Marshall comes over and defends that. I was going to say, you have another one standing in the middle here. They lob it into her. Shot deflected. What a defensive play by Kubik.
What a clear.
Williams downfield to Kubik. What a catch. Kubik gets it up ahead. Looking. Caught by Spielvogel. It's loose. Kicked around. Kubik gets it right back. That's not who you want to have it if you're Musselman.
Gotta look up here.
Exactly you want, but she loses it trying to get it ahead. Kubik has it rolling on the ground now. A whistle turned over. They point in the direction of the Applemen. Kubik didn't know that. They tried to get a goal there standing wide open, but it's Musselman's ball. And up ahead we go. Appleman back at it. Pass knocked down, almost intercepted. Rolling on the ground. Kubik comes back with it. Kubik has been all over the place early for John Marshall. Now Spielvogel has it. Lob inside. Couldn't make the catch. A good look there, and it's turned back over. Sarah Brown controls for Musselman, rolling behind the goal. Brown comes out to the 10. At the 15, lobs ahead. Trying to look downfield. On the ground still, Hadassah Wilson after it for Musselman, and Kosek gets it back for John Marshall. A whistle. Quick restart.
Got to get some set offense out of John Marshall. Looks like Musselman's game plan is to double team or even triple team the ball here.
And it comes to Kubik, overthrown, turned over. Good opportunity here for the Applemen. It's Lang. Lang up the field at the 30. Lang to the 20. Lang at the 15, the 10. Lang, shot saved by Heidi Williams. And now Williams launches downfield, finds Kubik. I tell you, Heidi Williams has had 2 good clears downfield.
Throwing darts today. They got to have that connection, Eli.
John Marshall looking to set up their offense. It's Wells having it in the far corner, back at the 15-yard line. Now Wells will look for Kubik. Comes out to her, ran into by Grams.
You don't want to play Kubik that far out. She gets free, she's going to the goal.
Wells picks it up at the 20-yard line. Good defense, batted down, now falling over. That's Grams. Grams gets it back, launches downfield, caught by Lang. Lang at the 45-yard line, circles back at the 40. Now to the 30. Lang again, open in front. Was Cloud, but Lang dropped it trying to get it to her. They get it back. Musselman goes back to work. Hook.
Gonna get a shot
inside.
Here.
Hook.
Oh, what a save!
Off the net of Heidi Williams, and Williams has been everywhere for John Marshall, denying everything Musselman shoots at them. Hook has it now, inside pass, looking for Lang, and it's turned back over. John Marshall gets possession back, comes out to Wells, or that's Galloway rather, launches downfield, finds Kubik. Kubik, deep pass, caught. That's Macy Wells down at the 25-yard line. Wells looking up ahead. Inside, overshot it, almost scored, but it bounces off the stick of Jordan.
Kubik got hit at midfield on that play. Looks like she subbed out after. Probably just getting a breather, though. She's ran the full length of the field about 6 times.
She always leaks out, always an open clear and a whistle. We're going to have 12-meter free position here for Emily McBee of John Marshall, who has subbed in for Anna Kubik off the bench. McBee rolls around. You'll hear the name McBee a lot tonight for University. Anna McBee, one of the best players in the state for the Hawks. Always fun to watch. That game coming up at 4 o'clock. I tell you, since that second goal of John Marshall, it's really been Musselman that's gotten the better looks recently.
That defense is locked down.
But how about Heidi Williams in the goal for John Marshall? Musselman has had a couple really good looks, and Williams have just saved every single shot thrown at her. Restart here. Grace Grams has to come back.
Musselman's playing some crazy defense, Eli. Coming out on hands as much as they want to.
Wells controls, works inside the 8-meter arc.
Doubling the ball.
Down all the way in the corner of the end zone, and Wells gets knocked down on a whistle. Tight defense by Musselman. You say they like to double the ball. They almost had Wells in a position to turn it over, but a foul called. Wells will get it back. Wells standing in the end zone. Musselman defense ready. Pulled back out to Spielvogel. Spielvogel will go to work. She's 5'1", but she is shifty. Spielvogel works behind the goal. Tries to circle around. Spielvogel will bring it out. Out to the 10. Now lob inside. Gets away from McBee. And Wells will be the one to run it down on the near side of the 20. And Lang tried to go over the head of Wells. Can't do that. Whistle and a foul on Ashlyn Lang. So Macy Wells will get it. Standing on the near side, 19 hash mark. Coming in and knocking it free is Lang. The whistle didn't blow to start play yet.
Chomping at the bit here. Shark-infested water.
She's coming after her again. The ref's telling her stay back.
That's somebody who wants to win a championship, Eli.
Ashlyn Lang wants that ball. It's on the ground. McBee scoops it up for the Monarchs. Looks low. Finding Blake. Blake inside. Ball poked free. Good defense again by Musselman, but they can't scoop up the ground ball initially. A whistle. And we're going to get a foul. It's a yellow card. Be called on John Marshall. We'll see if they call it on Blake. I believe that's Maya Blake going out, number 9.
Yellow card has been shown to the Monarchs. They will be down a woman for 2 minutes for a contact to the head. John Marshall, penalty number 9, 2 minutes, illegal check to the head.
So you hear the referee over the PA system. That's a new feature we have this year. I did not expect that to happen.
This is awesome, Eli.
But check to the head. And Musselman is a woman up for 2 minutes, but they turn it over, picked off. Coming back the other way is Wells, Cameron Wells. Cameron Wells has room. She's cut off right at the 12-meter arc. Tries to look inside. Over to Heath. Heath defended tightly by Reagan Long.
Musselman's running that zone so tight, there's no way they can get in.
Long pokes it away. Swats it from Heath in the air. And a whistle going to Musselman. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Pass downfield looking for Hook. Gets away. Coming over is Wilson. Wilson scoops it up at midfield for the Applemen. Now downfield to Walls. Nevaeh Walls at the 30. Cut off by McBee. Now loses it trying to get the pass downfield, and McBee tries to scoop it up. Whistle will go to John Marshall anyway. Tell you, that's been the trouble for Musselman, is scooping up ground balls. John Marshall has done a good job of it. The Applemen not so much. Spielvogel controls, and Spielvogel will take off. Spielvogel at the 20, at the 10. Spielvogel will stop at the goal line.
To the middle.
Look to set it up. Had Heath open in the middle. Now doubled. You can see the Appleman defense doubling the ball, trying to force a turnover. Spielvogel in the corner of the end zone. Defended tightly by Cloud.
Nice check.
Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Monarchs. Aubrey Spielvogel out of the back of the end zone. Spielvogel averages 0.7 goals per game, 0.1 assists per game, 8 points on the season. And when you look at that, John Marshall's played 10 games, so she averages 0.7 goals per game. She's got 7 on the season. Quick math.
Good math, Eli. I'm proud of you.
Musselman trying to get it ahead, and again, struggling to catch the ball. That's really been the only trouble Musselman's had. When they have been able to catch the ball, they've been able to put the ball towards the net, just not in it yet.
Good box out.
Sydney Gray of John Marshall was there. Musselman comes away with it. Up to Walls. Walls has Lang. Looks for her. Now circles back. Blake is back in the game. We're back even. If you watch hockey, that was the power play would be how they refer to that. Driving in is Hook. Hook goes behind the goal.
Check.
Loses the ball. Scoops it up. Ground ball controlled by Hook. Turning around. Hook with a shot! Skylar Hook with the hook shot, and Musselman is on the board. It's 2-1.
Crazy placement on that, Eli. She did a good job getting her hips around.
Soft touch. You watch Skylar Hook just going right over the top, unassisted, top corner, and puts it past Heidi Williams. First goal, Williams has led up. Musselman has cut the deficit in half. It's 2-1 in favor of John Marshall at the moment. 38.7 seconds to play in the first period.
What are you thinking if you're a Monarch, Eli? What are you thinking right now?
If you're John Marshall, I say the best spot for John Marshall to be in is at the middle of the field in the faceoff. This is their strength over Musselman. Yes. And you saw it. Took 11 seconds for them to score. They got 38 seconds to work with before they have to reset. Jefferson County boys lacrosse will be playing at 1:30 after this. They walk up the stairs at Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium, but we said the face-offs was John Marshall's bread and butter. It's won by Musselman and Mallory Windsor driving in. Windsor to the goal, and it is saved off the foot of Heidi Williams, but are we going to get a foul called? We are, so it'll be 8-meter free position for Musselman to try to tie the game.
Where's the equalizer at, Eli?
Still says 2-0 on the scoreboard, but it is 2-1, and Mallory Windsor averages 2.3 goals per game, trying to even it at 2 apiece in the first quarter. Heidi Williams, the goalie, ready. Referees set every player where they need to be. Windsor, shot, saved, right on the goal line, and Williams keeps it in front of her. 20 seconds to play. Williams, long pass downfield, another whistle. I wonder if you're going to get Musselman for crossing the crease here. Clock's still running, not stopped.
Take it to the quarter here.
Now it stops with 4.2 seconds. I wonder if the clock was supposed to stop way before that.
Wasted 20 seconds.
And that was the call. Musselman over the crease. Can't do that defending the goalie when they're trying to clear. 4 seconds left. Not enough time for a goal. Williams launches downfield. First quarter in the books. John Marshall jumped off early. Looked like they were on their way to a dominating win, but Musselman evened it out a little bit. It's 2-1 in favor of the Monarchs. You're listening and watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Division II Girls Lacrosse State Championship on Video Productions. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We have that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in North Central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
We welcome you back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium here on the campus of University High School, in such a beautiful stadium this tall in the press box looking over. You can see off in the distance the mountains and the valley, the Monongahela River running through it. Morgantown back off in the distance. You can see the WVU Coliseum right on the Pennsylvania border. University, the smaller of the two schools in Monongalia County, in Morgantown I should say, but still one of the biggest in the state population-wise. Morgantown is the biggest in the state. One period in the books, John Marshall leading Musselman 2-1. Anna Kubik has scored both goals for John Marshall, and Skylar Hook has scored the one for Musselman. We're back at midfield. It's Wells and it's Haycook. Second period underway. This time it's rolling. Wells tried to get it to Heath, but Musselman's able to come away with it. Each team has switched sides of the field, and now Haycook controls at the 20-yard line. Haycook will go to work herself. Haycock shot, score!
Let's go, baby.
Eliana Haycock has evened the game. We're tied at 2. So John Marshall took 11 seconds to score in the first quarter. Musselman takes 17 seconds to score in the second quarter, and we are tied at 2. And you can kind of see, it's kind of like that first game of the year, 5-4 in overtime. Went to overtime at 4 apiece, actually. What a shot by Haycock to get it by Williams, who has been a wall all game long, really.
This Musselman team really woke up after those first 2 goals.
They did. John Marshall hasn't had an easy look since. Musselman has had quite a few. They put 2 in, and we're tied. Back at midfield go Haycock and Wells in the air. Extended whistle. I tell you, give credit to Eliana Haycock because she struggled the first couple draws at midfield. John Marshall really jumped on that. But since then, John Marshall hasn't won a draw.
Haycock's just under 50% this season with 45% on the draws here, Eli.
She's done a good job so far in this one, and it gets by Heath again. And John Marshall ball, Shiloh, Heath has it. Heath launches downfield, picked off like a cornerback. Jumped right in front of the offense. And that is Grace Grams, and now Kubik is down, and she grabs that ankle immediately. Slow to get up is Anna Kubik, but she walks it off and looks good to go. A little scary right there, especially when your best player goes down, and Kubik comes right back in the game and takes the ball back away. Kubik at the 30-yard line. Now at the 20, Kubik will go in. Looks for Blake and now fouled. Hit in the head. I don't think she was inside the 8-meter arc yet, so she'll get it behind the 12-meter arc. A little far for a shot, but you can set up a play to try to pass it inside here. See John Marshall not really inside, though. Musselman is ready if anything happens. Kubik has it. Clock slowly ticking down, under 10:30 to go in the second quarter. Defense readjusts. Here we go. Kubik goes behind, gets it back out to Cameron Wells. Wells, nice dodge right there. Looks back inside to Kubik. Now Kubik down low. Blake trying to get it in. She got Jordan to come out of the goal, but she shot it, missed it, just left. Goes out of bounds into Musselman.
If Musselman's free to double the ball like that, they got to pass the ball. They got to move it out of the doubles.
Lob up ahead, caught by Walls, and Walls will go back to work for the Applemen, crossing midfield. Nevaeh Walls at the 45, the 40. Walls turns on the Jets at the 30, the 25, the 20. Walls trying to take it coast to coast. Walls will go down to the goal line, low and behind the goal. Williams turns around, gets it back out on the ground. Controlled by the Applemen, working around. Cloud goes behind the goal, trying to circle back. Cutting was Lang, no pass, now a shot, or a pass rather, knocked away, knocked down by Blake. Good defense there. Pass up ahead, Spielvogel has it bounce in front of her, turns around. Here goes Aubrey Spielvogel. Gets the ground ball, watch out, she can fly. Spielvogel gets it up ahead. Kubik at the 20, double teamed. If Kubik can break free of this double team, she's got room to work with. Now the ball gets free. Almost a mistake by Musselman. They lost it as it was in the air. Kubik gets it back out. Comes to Wells. Wells looks inside, down low. Spielvogel at the goal line, circles around. Now they come over to double. Spielvogel pulls it back out. Pass deflected and turned over. Good defense by Eliana Haycock to get the stick on Spielvogel and break it free, and now Musselman back to work. Racing down the field is Reagan Long. Dodges away from Wells. Long. Looks inside. Gets it back out for the lead.
Oh.
It's saved by Williams. Shot saved, but a whistle. And Musselman will have free position. It'll be Gracie Cloud to try to give the Applemen the lead with 7:45 to go in the second quarter.
We're holding our breath in the booth, Eli.
Cloud, long shot, wide of the mark and out of bounds. It'll stay with Musselman with the shot on goal, and we're back to play. Appleman working around looking for Haycook. Haycook drives in. Haycook loses it. Tried to switch it back to get in position for a shot. Scoops it away from the defense and picks it back up at the 20-yard line. Haycook inside, deflected by Wells, right back into the stick of Haycook. And now Lang has it. Lang down at the 5. Looks inside. Lang, she tried to turn it around and go forehand into the goal. Gets free, and now it's scooped over the goal. I believe it was off of John Marshall. It was. So it'll stay with the Applemen. Musselman back to play. Pulled out to the 10-yard line. That's Hook. She scored once already. Hook works inside. Now we'll head behind the goal. Skylar Hook. Shot is deflected away by Williams. Just stood there, not letting the ball pass. Musselman gets it back. It's Brenna Butler. Butler downfield looks for Windsor over the head. It's rolling out of bounds. That time, it's turned over by Musselman. Back to John Marshall it goes.
John Marshall needs to look to possess here. That was a long possession by the Applemen. I think the longest of the game by either team, probably.
Yeah, and how about the defense of John Marshall to hang with Musselman, not allow a goal during that possession?
One thing I will say about John Marshall is they clear the ball efficiently. I don't think they've failed a single clear yet.
Long pass downfield. Gets away from Heath, and it gets up ahead to McBee. Or no, that's Alina Holiday, rather. And Holiday will work around Reagan Long, try to get it up ahead to Wells. Wells scoops it up, loses it again on the ground. Whistle stays with John Marshall. I'll tell you, Musselman's been more aggressive on the ground balls. That's been a part of their success and why they've come back to tie it. Working around is Kubik. Tries to bounce it at the feet of Charlotte Jordan. And a whistle, and I believe we're going to get free position for Anna Kubik of John Marshall. And this is not who you want.
No, it is not.
At the 8-meter free position if you're Musselman. Kubik, so dangerous of a scorer.
Anna Kubik with the ball at the 8-meter line.
She's got both goals for John Marshall, looking for the hat trick. Trying to break the tie.
I feel it, Eli.
Kubik drives in, shot off the post. Deflects off the right post and bounces back. John Marshall goes back to work, though. Blake controls down at the 5-yard line. Blake looks in. Double team, triple teamed. Blake will turn back around, poked free. On the ground, fighting for it is Grams in the back of the end zone. Ball in the air, going out of bounds. Who did it last touch? Grams. So it'll stay with John Marshall.
This Musselman defense is harassing them on ball.
They are. Upfield. Get it ahead to Kosek. Kosek looks inside. Tried to get it to Holiday, and it sneaks past. Pass inside. Kosek couldn't hang on. It's rolling toward the goal. A scary moment for Jordan, but she's able to control it before it scores.
What a throw!
Downfield caught by Hook, and it's poked away immediately. Hook gets it back.
What a throw, Eli.
Hook at the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Hook racing into John Marshall territory. Skylar Hook goes for the shot, and it is scored!
Equalizer!
Musselman breaks the tie. Applemen take the lead. Skylar Hook, her second goal of the game. Almost the same type of shot. We'll take a look at the replay.
43 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
There was no doubt she wasn't passing that ball.
No one really to pass to. She goes back to that over-the-shoulder shot. Same shot she scored on in the first quarter. How about 3 unanswered goals by Musselman to take the lead? Now, if you look at midfield, Haycock is out, so they have Mallory Windsor on the draws for the Applemen. John Marshall still has their Fogo and Cameron Wells. This is a good opportunity for the Monarchs to try and go here, but Heath not in normal position. They put Fincham there. In the air, and Wells swats at it and wins the draw. So a big draw control there for the Monarchs up ahead, but they turn it right back over. Pass intercepted by Reagan Long, and Long will go back to work. Across midfield into John Marshall territory, cut off by Kubik. Now dumps it off, looking for Hook, bobbled it. Picks it back up, Hook to the 30, the 25, the 20. Hook goes in at the 10, Hook down to the 5. Hook, the shot, saved by Williams. Hook tried for the hat trick there. Williams denies it. And now a clear for the Monarchs. Kubik gets it up
Ball
ahead.
movement.
John Marshall pushing fast. It's Spielvogel. Spielvogel. Shot saved by Jordan. She tried the jump shot. Didn't have a lot of mustard on it. Easy save for Jordan. Turned back over. Comes out to Windsor. Windsor just loses it out of bounds. So a costly turnover. We'll give it back to John Marshall. Applemen leading the Monarchs by 1.
You did just say a jump shot got saved by Jordan, by the way. I should add that.
The things we say on the broadcast. Up ahead is Blake. Blake tries to get it to Wells. Wells has it. Now back out. Comes to Spielvogel. Spielvogel lob inside. Too far over the head and out of bounds. Turned back over to Musselman.
It's a dangerous look to the backside.
So it'll be Musselman ball. Clock continues to tick down. We go inside 2 minutes. Laurel Shipley in the game on defense for John Marshall off the bench. Hook downfield, pass intercepted by Spielvogel. Spielvogel goes to work, gets it ahead to Blake. Blake with the shot, it's saved by Jordan.
Save made by Charlotte Jordan.
What a play by Aubrey Spielvogel to pick off the pass and quickly find Maya Blake. And a good job by Charlotte Jordan to deny the shot. Spielvogel will have it in the far corner of the end zone. Spielvogel spins around. Gets it back out, finds Fincham. On the ground, Fincham gets pushed. That's a penalty, or a foul, I should say.
That'd be a penalty in the boys' game too, Eli. Just thought I should let you know.
So he ticked down, close to 1 minute to go in the first half. Fincham has it for the Monarchs, gets it down low to Blake. Blake has it on the ground, rolling around. Spielvogel after it for the Monarchs. Loose on the sideline, still loose in the air. John Marshall controls it. Now a foul or a whistle called on Musselman. It'll stay with the Monarchs of John Marshall. Back to work. Kubik splits everybody. Tries to shoot it. Save, now pass inside. Intercepted by Musselman.
30 seconds on the clock here. Got to get it moving.
Dangerous pass, and Musselman trying to go quickly downfield to Skylar Hook. Look out. She can score if she can go one-on-one. Hook with 20 seconds. Inside the 20-yard line. Hook to the goal. Shot and a whistle to the face. We're going to get free position with 13 seconds to go, and Musselman has a chance to double up John Marshall in the first half.
Locked in here.
Very windy day here at Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium. Skylar Hook, top of the 8-meter arc. Hook, shot, score! Skylar Hook! Musselman leads 4-2, her third goal of the game.
Eli, let's not forget, John Marshall led this game 2-0.
Early in the first 2 minutes of the game. They haven't scored since. Slow bounces it right past Heidi Williams. What a shot from Skylar Hook. She averages 2.1 goals per game. She's got a hat trick in the first half in this one. How about Musselman? 4 unanswered goals to respond to John Marshall's quick start. 10.7 seconds to go. Not sure if that's enough time to get downfield off a draw.
No quit out of the Applemen, none.
They went down 2-0, and they did not hesitate to come back. Now John Marshall down 2 will go into the locker room, and they'll have their own 2-goal lead to dig out of, 2-goal deficit.
Well, they got it back.
3 seconds to go. We have reached halftime. What a game it's been. A fabulous first half here in the Division II Girls Lacrosse Championship. Musselman on top 4-2. We've got 24 minutes left of lacrosse before we've got a trophy to hand out. Will Musselman hang on to win the state championship, or will #1 John Marshall claw their way back? We'll find out. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the halftime show. You're watching live streaming coverage of WVSLA Lacrosse State Championships here on Video Productions.
For all visitors.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmer chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium here on the campus of University High School. And what a game it's been so far to this point. John Marshall started off on fire. Took 11 seconds before they scored. Anna Kubik was the one who scored the first one. Then 2 minutes later, Kubik scored again. John Marshall led 2-0 at one point. Since then, it's been all Musselman and Skylar Hook. Hook has a hat trick in the first half, 3 goals, and Eliana Haycock has added a goal as well. And that is how Musselman leads John Marshall 4-2 at the break. And Rocco, tell me what you've seen. Tell me what you've seen from Musselman that they've done a good job so far of here.
Professional analysis, Eli. Musselman's free to double the ball. John Marshall scored 107 goals this season. 6 of them have been assisted. 6 out of 107. They're free to double the ball as much as they want. They could lock off the best player, Anna Kubik. They could just hold her off the ball, and then John Marshall's got nothing to do. No way to put the ball in the net.
Right. He said only 6 assists. That means they don't pass it.
They don't pass it out the double at all. It's the only way you can beat double teams is looking backside.
And now, if you're John Marshall, what did you do good in the first half? What can you do better in the second half to come back down 4-2?
Well, like we said, John Marshall's always going to be good at winning those draws. You can't. They play so well on the wing. They're always in it. And the ground balls, they definitely are winning the ground ball battle. Even though they're losing, they're definitely winning it still. They're hard on the ground balls, and they're playing through the whistle. I like it.
Okay, and if you're Musselman, what do you need to continue to do to try to hold this lead and win a state championship?
Keep doubling the ball, keep scoring in transition. I think they've scored 3 of their 4 goals in transition, and one of them is a free shot that came out of transition. So they're working, man. They're really working.
Musselman started off slow, but they have woken up. We'll see if they continue to stay awake or if John Marshall will come back.
A senior from St. Albans.
And you said the double team by Musselman has been ferocious on John Marshall, and you've seen it. Spielvogel, Kubik, and Wells, when they get the ball, usually they're free to go one-on-one. That's a tough matchup defensively to guard them one-on-one. You put 2 out there, force them to pass it. You've seen a lot of turnovers out.
A lot of turnovers. Musselman's definitely winning the turnover battle. The ball's been on the ground a lot for both teams, but I definitely think Musselman's winning the turnover battle.
Yes. Now Musselman has come out of their locker room. John Marshall extended stay in the locker room. Head coach Susie Kubik trying to talk to her team. Remember, John Marshall won the first game against Musselman in the regular season 5-4 in overtime. Musselman has 4 goals already in the first half, but we've seen comebacks here on this stage. If you remember last year, Fairmont Senior led University 4-2 at halftime. University came back, won that game in overtime. Same thing in the Division II game. Martinsburg led Hedgesville 5-1. Hedgesville was able to come back. So second half, a completely different story. We'll have it coming up. We'll take another break. We'll have the third quarter opening draw next. You're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Girls Lacrosse State Championship here on Video Productions.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Par-Mar. There are literally hundreds of Par-Mar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Par-Mar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Par-Mar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmer chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back to Mylan Pharmaceuticals Stadium. Halftime just about over. John Marshall just now coming out of the locker room. A long talk from head coach Suzanne Kubik to the girls trailing by 2 with just 24 minutes to play before a champ will be decided. Remember, Musselman comes into this game at 5-8, a losing record for the Applemen. They've played a lot of Division I schools. You know, they're over in the Eastern Panhandle. Musselman is in Inwood, West Virginia. It's just south of Martinsburg. So you play Martinsburg, you play Hedgesville, you play tough teams over there. Tough schedule for the Applemen. John Marshall's played a tough schedule as well. They've played Fairmont Senior. They played University. University really handed it to John Marshall. That was a 20-point win for the Hawks.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see University play Morgantown later today. John Marshall from Moundsville, West Virginia. This is about an hour to an hour and a half west of Morgantown. Musselman's about 2.5, 3 hours east of Morgantown.
Long drive for both of these
Long
teams,
drive.
man.
And just wait, the boys game, we've got Mountain State coming from Cabell County. That's a good 3.5, 4 hours away. And then Jefferson County is even further east than Musselman. And then the girls game, it's University in Morgantown. It's the Mohawk Bowl. They can walk here.
That's going to be a fun one, Eli.
That is going to be a fun girls state championship game. We'll be back on the mic for that one. But for now, we've got one more half of this game to settle. Will John Marshall be able to come back? Will they have another quick start here in the second half like they did in the first? Will Musselman be able to hang on to capture the state championship? Each team has 2 timeouts.
Windy day, Eli.
It's very windy here. Wonder if that's affecting the ball when it's flying.
I feel like we're up with the planes right now, though, so that might be helping it.
That is true. The altitude is pretty high. Just at the top of these stands in the press
It's got to be the
box.
tallest stadium in West Virginia, one of them.
Yeah. This one, Wheeling Park would give it a run. Bluefield would give it a run.
You're not beating Wheeling Park. That's a 5-story hotel.
Back at midfield go Haycock and Wells. We're underway. In the second half, Heath gets it poked away from her and a whistle, and it is going to go to John Marshall. Heath will have it. Looking ahead, down to the corner. Looked for Kubik. Now Kubik has it. Here comes that double team. Over to Spielvogel overhead and out of bounds, turned over.
Eli, how much of an advantage do you think Shiloh Heath being 5'11", you called her 6 foot, it says 5'11", okay? But having her on the draws to win that jump ball, how much of an advantage do you think that really is?
Well, you saw it in the first half play out. She got it immediately, took it downfield. And you know, Rocco, as well as I do, 5'11" is just 6 foot.
My max preps may say 6'3".
Blake down in the end zone, picks it up for John Marshall.
Oh, that's a good move. Look upfield.
Look at the double team now up ahead. And if you've noticed, John Marshall, you could see him. They're finding open players. They're trying to. Spielvogel was open down here in the corner earlier. It's just overhead. Aubrey Spielvogel was just 5'1", so a tough pass there out of a double team. Cameron Wells drives in. Wells lobs it. Blake extends the stick. Can't hang on. Macy Wells will go back and get it.
Look at the harassment by this Musselman defense. They're following them out all the way to the numbers.
Down low. Kubik poked away. Spielvogel gets it back. Spielvogel around the goal. Immediately double teamed. Spielvogel, she's shifty. See if she can break free. Now you see a screen from John Marshall. That could work. They're not doubling Spielvogel. Now they come over. and try it. Quick restart. That'll send Windsor back. You're going to have someone open right here. Double teamed with someone behind. Spielvogel trying to split through it. Spielvogel, a whistle. And we're going to get a yellow card called on Musselman. That is Ashlyn Lang that'll have to come out of the game. Second time today. John Marshall's going to be a woman up. They didn't take advantage of it the first time. We'll see if they can do it here. Spielvogel will have it outside the 12-meter arc.
What are you doing here, Eli? What are you going to do if you got this ball?
I say try to drive it in with Spielvogel. There's a lane. Maybe a quick shot. It will have to be a long one.
I like to see her drive here and look to the backside as all the defenders go to crash to the goal.
It's going to have to be a good pass. She's going to pass it immediately over, and they're going to set up the offense. Cameron Wells has it. Wells drives in, works around the defense, down low to the goal line and to the end zone. Wells this time just one-on-one, and now Kubik will come over into the face. So that'll send the Musselman defender back. And Wells will get to start on the block down in the eye and University in the end zone. Wells comes up, stops, looked for a shot, doesn't, now goes behind the goal, jump pass inside, pulled back shot, but are we going to get free position here?
Guess who it was?
Yes.
Shiloh Heath!
Heath will have a chance at free position to try to cut the deficit in half. John Marshall trailing by 2.
She had the shot in the first half, Eli. She had the shot in the first half. She wants it back.
Shiloh Heath, long shot, wide of the mark again, out of bounds to Musselman. On the run and losing it out of bounds. That was Carrington Bennett. Second time Musselman player just on the run as the ball flew out of the stick, goes out of bounds. A costly turnover back to John Marshall, who has dominated time of possession here in the second half. Spielvogel has it back at the 25-yard line off a screen from Wells. Check knocks it free. Spielvogel over to pick up the ground ball, and she is hit by Grace Grams. That'll give Spielvogel time to go, and she goes quickly.
Might be Grace Graham's 5th cross-check call of the game.
Screen by Wells.
Good pass.
Inside. Kosek loses it. Whistle, foul. Another free position attempt for John Marshall.
Got to hit this one, Eli. You really got to hit this one.
They've had chances from free position. Shiloh Heath has had a couple. This time it'll be Kosek, I believe, to try and make it 4-3. Kosek, shot, score!
Let's go, baby!
Zoe Kosek wakes up the John Marshall crowd. It's 4-3, and the Monarchs are back alive.
With 7 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
That's only her 6th goal of the season, Eli.
Scored by number 14.
In these state championship games, you know, the star players shine, but the bench players make their names noticed. Take a look. If you remember back, Bailey Wilson a year ago for University off the bench scored 6 goals, all 6 goals for University in their state championship win a year ago.
It's got to feel really good.
That's Kosek's 6th goal of the season. She gets it done in the state championship, and it's a 1-goal game again.
John Marshall's back in it, dude. I feel like they relit the fire here.
This is a big draw right here. John Marshall has had possession the entire second half to this point. You got to be happy if you're head coach Susie Kubik. In the air. Wells makes the catch, takes off. She's got room to work with at the 40, the 35, the 30. Wells to the 25, looks inside, overthrowing. Maya Blake out of bounds, turned over. Spielvogel chased after it. Couldn't run it down. It'll be Musselman ball. Down in the right corner. Lob up ahead, too far on the ground. Heath will come over, pick it up. Shiloh Heath works east and west now at the 35-yard line to the 30.
Good move.
Hook came to try and knock it free. Whistle, quick restart. Heath looks in. She's left-handed. This is where she wants to be. Heath gets it back out to Kubik. Kubik looks for Wells inside. Kosek over the goal. Wow.
Gonna want that one back big time.
Kosick had a one-on-one with goalie Charlotte Jordan. She just missed high. That would have tied the game if it went in. Spielvogel in the end zone gets it back out. Blake has it just outside the 8-meter arc, and Musselman, they've really gone away from their double teams in the second half, and you can see Wells has come over to screen. John Marshall's working off screens more often. A whistle was called. We're going to get 12-meter free position here for Shiloh. No, that's Maya Blake, excuse me.
You're excused.
Maya Blake, number 9. Shiloh Heath, number 8. Coming from behind is Haycock and knocking it free. Another forced turnover. It's pulled back out by Sarah Brown. Brown lofted in the air. It's loose on the ground, fighting for it. Coming over is Hook. Hook tries to get it. Still loose. Fouled by Kosick. It'll go to Musselman. Appleman control, working into John Marshall territory. Ball poked free from behind. Aubrey Spielvogel got there, but a whistle on Spielvogel, and she might get yellow carded. Is it Spielvogel? No, it is Skylar Hook.
2 minutes for slashing.
On the slashing call. So Hook will go out, and John Marshall has a woman up again. Spielvogel will control it for John Marshall. Aubrey Spielvogel across the 35, almost trips to the 40, the 45, long pass up ahead, bounce caught by Blake. Blake controls at the 30, comes back around to the 25, the 20, off a screen from Kosick. Blake, ball pops out of her stick, comes back, picks it back up.
Whoa.
Now she's hit. No whistle. Kosick's able to clean it up. Kosick.
Move it across to Heath.
Down low, shot, saved by Jordan. Macy Wells had a good opportunity on Charlotte Jordan, but Jordan's able to stand there and knock it away. Stoppage of play. And Musselman player will have to come out of the arc.
Looks like Musselman's still doubling even man down.
Forcing John Marshall to pass it inside. Wells wide of the mark. Misses right to the back of the end zone, out of bounds. It'll stay with John Marshall. So Macy Wells will have it on the end line. Back to play, gets it over to Blake. Blake lost it for a second. Gets it over inside. Wells saved by Jordan again, but are we going to get free position, or is that a dangerous shot? It is a dangerous shot, I believe. Maybe. No. Charlotte Jordan looked like she was coming out of the game. Waiting for a call. We haven't heard any from the officials yet. Everyone standing around. It looks like it'll be John Marshall with free position, maybe. The referees are talking to head coach Michael Jordan on the sideline. Charlotte Jordan looked like she was running towards the sideline, was told to stay and go back. A yellow card in the air. Is that yellow or is that red, Rocco? Can you tell?
Musselman penalty to double zero.
Eli, you're asking me.
2 minutes for dangerous follow through. The penalty will be served by 15.
Okay, so the penalty was on Charlotte Jordan for a dangerous follow through on the shot attempt by Cameron Wells, but it'll be Hadassah Wilson that'll serve the penalty in place of Charlotte Jordan, so she'll remain in the goal, and Wells will have free position to try to tie the game. Cameron Wells right at the top of the 8-meter arc. This is where you want to be in free position. You have all angles to work with right here. Wells! Saved by Jordan.
Save.
Poke back out. Macy Wells. It's scores! John Marshall has tied it. Macy Wells.
th goal of the season for Macy Wells.
Going back to the free position shot by Cameron Wells. Good save by Jordan, but she couldn't get it. Grasped in her stick. It rolled back out. Macy Wells was right there. Just in a crowd. Drives in. Would not be denied. Shot right through the net. Macy Wells scores. That's her first goal of the game. And a timeout is called. We are even at 4. Whatever Susie Kubik said in the locker room at halftime really woke up the Monarchs. They start quickly again in the second half. It's 4-4. Timeout is called by Musselman. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more action. You're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Girls Lacrosse Division II Championship here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium in Rocco. We've got a game again. We are all even with just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, tied at 4.
Big game, Eli. Huge game. I'm having so much fun up here. I'm standing up. I haven't sat down since the first quarter started. Get the ball, they yell. It's got to be Marshall ball here.
John Marshall has had the time of possession for the entire second half. And
big ground ball.
It's coming out, and Lang is after it. Lang controls it for the Applemen. Spins around, gets it downfield, up ahead to Cloud. Cloud works down towards the end zone.
Got to look to number 1 here. She's got all 3 of their goals. Skylar Hook.
Inside, turned over. Heath picks up the ground ball. Downfield it goes. Overshoots Blake. Now back to Musselman, but Cloud can't handle it. Rolling on the ground, Malin Cloud. Whistle, and I believe it'll go to Musselman. Spielvogel knocks the ball over towards Nevaeh Walls, and Walls will go back to work. The wind blowing here in Morgantown. Over, loose ball, scooped up by Sydney Gray of John Marshall. Long pass downfield, turned right back over to Grams. Grams, big body. Wells gets it back. Wells downfield to the 40, 35, 30. Wells at the 25, the 20. Cut off by Long. Wells drives in. Wells goes behind the goal. Circles back. Musselman's there. Up ahead. Overshoots Kubik. Cleaning up is Cameron Wells. Wells comes back. Down to the corner. Tries to get it to Spielvogel. It's pulled out by Blake. Down low, Maya Blake works left off a screen. Blake, shot deflected away by Jordan. Spielvogel back after it in the back of the end zone. Picks up the ground ball. Aubrey Spielvogel, defended by Long. Spielvogel spinning.
Good move.
Spielvogel.
Gotta look to the top here.
Inside, poked away and stolen away from Spielvogel.
Oh, let him play. That was a good hip check.
Ashlyn Lang. And the whistle's going to be on her. It'll go back to John Marshall. Clock ticks down inside 2 minutes to go. Mountain State and Jefferson County warming up. On the far field, inside, Macy Wells works behind the goal. Wells tries to pass it low to Kubik. And it's turned over. Musselman gets it back. Haycock looks downfield, bouncing, rolling, picked up by Hook. Look out, you don't want her having it in transition. There she goes. Skylar Hook all alone at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Hook scores! Incredible game from Skylar Hook. Breaks the tie and gives Musselman the lead. Her 4th goal of the day.
With 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That's a Musselman goal scored by number 1, Skylar Hook.
How about Hook as well? Again, in transition, like you said at the halftime break, Rocco. Hook in transition has been dangerous all day long, and it bites John Marshall again.
You know, John Marshall's been leaving those two close defenders on the pipes just so they can go stop them in transition, but I guess she just gets free that time, beats them. 4th goal on the day. She's having a big day for Skylar Hook.
Shades of Bailey Wilson a year ago, just taking over.
Skylar Hook coming into this with 23 goals, Eli, 23.
She's added 4 more today. She's up to 27 on the season. Back at midfield we go. Haycock and Wells, and Kosek comes away with it for the Monarchs. Up ahead, gets it to Kubik, and that's who you want to have it if you're John Marshall. Anna Kubik works inside. Kubik, shot, and a flag to the face. Kubik will have free position.
One thing I can say about this John Marshall team is there's no quit in these girls, Eli, none at all.
For either team. Remember, Musselman was down 2-0 early. They came back, not only tied it, but then took a 2-goal lead, had it go away. Hook came back, got the lead back, and now Kubik will try and tie it again.
It's traits of a championship-winning team right there.
Kubik with a shot. Anna Kubik with the hat trick, and she has tied it at 5 with 57 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Big day for Anna Kubik.
John Marshall goal scored by number 5, Captain Anna Kubik.
40 goals on the season coming into this, Eli.
Just lobbed it right over the head of Charlotte Jordan. Jordan was expecting the fastball down low. She didn't get her stick up. Just a little lob right over the head was enough to even the game at 5. What a game.
Anna Kubik comes into this averaging 4 goals a game, Eli. She's 1 away from her average. That girl's an animal.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Musselman and Haycock aggressive on the draw control, and they win it. Mallory Windsor downfield inside the 30, the 25, the 20. Windsor works around Kosek. Windsor, what a defensive play by Wells, but she's going to get called for a foul there. But you got to think, if Wells didn't do that to knock the ball free, Windsor would have had a one-on-one easy shot with Heidi Williams, not a position you want to be in. Instead, they have it behind the 12-meter arc, so not the worst thing in the world there for Macy Wells to do. Windsor inside, loses it. Shot at the goal and scoring! Musselman retakes the lead with 37.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. I wasn't sure if that was Windsor who shot it.
It was.
That's a Musselman Applemen goal scored by number 36, Mallory.
Windsor had it on the ground. Yeah, Windsor just picked it back up immediately and shot it at the goal. And Mallory Windsor breaks the tie again, and the Applemen have the lead again.
The junior Mallory Windsor, 27 goals, Eli. 27 goals, second leading scorer on the team, only one behind Heacock.
And how about that ground ball? She picked it up and just immediately threw it over her shoulder. I don't think Williams was expecting it that quickly.
Not at all.
That's what allowed the ball to go in. It's 6-5 Musselman, nearing the end of the third quarter.
You tell these girls are ready to play. A lot of these goals have been off rebounds and quick restarts. They're ready to go.
Haycock and Wells back at midfield. Or rather, that's Shiloh Heath they have on the draw now for John Marshall. And it's pushed over towards Musselman. Kosek trying to get there first. Can't. Controlled by Brown. Brown looks over, finds Windsor again. Windsor's got room. Windsor inside the 20, inside the 15. Windsor to the goal. Shot wide of the mark and goes out of bounds out of the back of the end zone. Musselman comes back up with just 15 seconds to play in the third quarter, trying to go quickly. Windsor works behind the goal, looks inside, trying to find the Applemen player. That is Haycock. Haycock has it knocked free, 5 seconds to go. Haycock on the ground, whistle, look out. That could be free position, and I believe it will be, but it'll be 12-meter free position for Eliana Haycock instead of 8, and with only 0.6 seconds left. I don't think the ball can travel that far in 0.6 seconds. She's just going to have to. Depends how quick the clock guy hits the button to start the clock, really. Haycock, shot, saved by Williams. That'll end quarter number 3.
And that's the end
this
of the
game
third quarter.
is living up to the hype. Musselman leads John Marshall 6-5 after 3. One more quarter to play before a champion is decided. You're watching live streaming coverage of WVSLA Division II Girls Lacrosse State Championship here on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar rewards card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium. One more quarter to play. Musselman leading John Marshall 6-5 in the Division II Girls Lacrosse State Championship. game 1 of 4 today. We have Mountain State and Jefferson County Boys Division II after this, and then University and Morgantown Girls Division I at 4 o'clock, and Morgantown and Lindsley Boys Division I in the primetime slate at 6:30 tonight. First game today has lived up to the hype. One more quarter to go. It'll be Cameron Wells and Eliana Haycock back at midfield on the draw again. Wells did a much better job on the draws in the third quarter, a big part to why John Marshall was able to score 3 goals as opposed to Musselman's 2. Cut the lead down to 1. They were trailing by 2 at halftime.
It's been a back and forth game.
Really has. Seems like when one team has all the momentum, the other team just comes right back and answers. Draw started off maybe too quickly by Wells. It was, and they're going to redo it. Back at midfield, Haycock and Wells, and another whistle on the draw, and I believe it's going to be Haycock that's going to get, or they're going to redo it again. Looks like they're going to redo it again. Haycock and Wells, part 3 in the last minute. See if this time they can do it legally. There we go. It's on the ground. Wells is able to control it. Now has the ball poked free. Ground ball. Trying to fight after it. It's on the ground. Still loose. Still on the ground. Comes out. Blake is there. She can't pick it up. Wells is there. Can't get it. Whistle. Where's it going to go? To John Marshall. Shiloh Heath. Downfield. Finds Kubik. Kubik has a one-on-one. Kubik looks inside. Kubik. Shot. Saved by Jordan. But she gets it right back. Back to the stick of Kubik. Working behind the goal. Kubik down low. There's the double team again on Kubik. Lobbed out to Spielvogel. She's open. Has room to work with. Now coming over. Has some defense. Kosek sets a screen for Spielvogel. Trying to work around Grams. And Grams gets called again.
How many cross checks we got on Grams today, Eli?
Well, Grams and Spielvogel. A big size difference there. Out to the 10-yard line. Kubik. Works to the back of the end zone. Look at the double team on Anna Kubik. It's poked free by Lang and stolen by Lang. Tries to sidearm it downfield up to the stick of Walls. Walls controls it. Works around midfield. Nevaeh Walls. Tries to get it up ahead to Hadassah Wilson. Wilson, loft, crossfield, overshooting Windsor. Now Windsor gets it back. Windsor drives in. Scores! Mallory Windsor gives Musselman a 2-goal lead. Her second of the day, 10 minutes to go.
I think Mallory Windsor scored the last goal, too, off of that quick restart. Or
right.
Off the rebound off that one shot.
With 10 minutes and 16 seconds
John
remaining
Marshall
in the fourth
defensively
quarter,
broke down.
Appleman
Windsor
goal.
went right around.
Scored by number 36.
Scored.
Mallory Windsor.
And Musselman now leads 7-5. So now it looks like Windsor will be on the draw at midfield instead of Haycock. Big switch, especially at this point in the state championship game. We'll go against Cameron Wells. Good chance for Wells right here to try and get this going Monarch way. And they need a quick comeback again, just like last time, but the ball headed towards the sideline. Kosek and Lang are there. It's out of bounds. It'll go to John Marshall. Kosek picks it up. Quick restart. Downfield. Pass caught. Working inside the 25, the 20. Spielvogel. Spielvogel doubled way out at the 20. On the far side, knocked away, stolen by Lang, but she couldn't pick it up. Now she can, and Lang downfield overshoots Hook. And John Marshall will get it back. Ground ball controlled by Sydney Gray. Gray launches downfield towards the sideline. What a catch by Spielvogel. Lang steps aside. Spielvogel to the 25. Downfield to the 10. Pass broken up. Now on the ground. Spielvogel somehow comes back out of it with the ball. Spielvogel is hit.
Relentless on ball for Musselman still, man.
Ashlyn Lang, quick restart. Spielvogel back at it. Has to watch out from behind. Spielvogel inside. Kubik. Oh. She has it saved by Jordan. To the near corner. Heath tries to get it ahead. It's still loose. Comes back out. Blake on the ground ball. Picks it up. Dropped it. Blake on the near side of the 15. Gets hit. Blake drives in. Blake loses it again. Wells is there. Macy Wells picks it back up for John Marshall. Looks inside to Heath. It's loose on the ground. Kubik trying to come out with it. Kubik down low. Her and Spielvogel are there together. Over to Blake. In the crease. And Jordan comes back with it. Jordan launches downfield. Tries to get it to Hook. Hook can't get it. Fighting with Gray. Down at the 40-yard line. Whistle. It'll be John Marshall ball. They've had the possession. They haven't really gotten a really good look, though. Wells fires inside. Kubik! And a Kubik scores for John Marshall. Her fourth goal. It's 7-6.
We got an assist on that, too. Somebody threw that ball, Eli.
That was Macy Wells on the assist.
1 goal and 1 assist for her today. She's working, man.
John Marshall goal.
Man, John Marshall just will not give up.
Anna Kubik.
This is really going to come down to who wants it more. That winning that ground ball, that off that clearing pass really made that goal, Eli.
And that was Sydney Gray. We haven't said her name virtually all day, and she comes up with a great ground ball to keep the possession in favor of the Monarchs, and their offense takes advantage of it. Anna Kubik, her 4th goal. That's the second player in this game with 4 goals. Skylar Hook also for Musselman with 4. It's 7-6. Appleman in the air, goes over the head of Lang. Lang is there, loose, and Lang will get it back for Musselman. Musselman's been able to answer the John Marshall rally so far in this game. They lead by 1, and Lang will have it. Loses the ball. Down on the goal line, lost the stick. That's Galloway. A whistle and a turnover.
It's got to be illegal contact there.
Down in the near corner, lob downfield. Tried to look for Kubik, but she can't cross the 30-yard line, and Walls will come back with it. Nevaeh Walls gets it across, finds Haycock. Haycock spinning. Defended tightly. Haycock looks in, flips it back out to Hook. Hook loses it on the ground. Wells is there, still loose on the ground.
There we go.
Heath comes away with it, launches downfield to Kubik. Kubik downfield further, finds Blake, and a whistle coming way back on the other side. Might have an injury. A John Marshall player goes down. Right at the 15-yard line. Who is that?
I need 5 sets of eyeballs so I can see everything at once.
Laying down on her backside. Can't see who it is. Right at the 15-yard line. Everyone goes down to a knee, and that just shows how aggressive these two teams are. With 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the championship in a 1-goal game. They bring a jug of water out there, and while they tend to the injured Monarch, we'll step aside.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily.
So the injured Monarch was Shiloh Heath. She stands up and walks away. And a great scene to see Heath jogging off the field. These girls are giving everything they've got in the final minutes of this state championship game.
So that wind roaring.
So as John Marshall's ball down in Musselman territory, Maya Blake has it inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Heath hasn't been in the stat book a lot. She does a lot of stuff that doesn't really get marked down, and she's been a big part of this game, winning the ground balls, helping on the face-off as much as she can. Might be a hurricane ripping through here soon.
That's what it sounds like, the wind right on the crowd mic.
I was wondering what mic it was.
Blake comes over, gets it over to Kubik, looks inside to Wells, gets by her. Spielvogel after it. Can she run it down? Spielvogel right on the sideline. It goes out of bounds. Turned over to Musselman.
Gonna want that one back, Eli, big time.
Musselman brings it out on the run. They flip it ahead to Haycook. Haycook at the 20-yard line, defended by Maya Blake up to the 30, 35, 40. Blake will have to start back. Now Kubik comes over to cut off Haycook, works around Wells. Haycook doing it all herself, loses the ball, gets it right back. Haycook down to the 30, the 25, the 20. Haycook drives in. Haycook saved by Williams.
Really good face dodge there right at the end to get around that last defender.
Saved me by Heidi Williams.
Launch downfield, bouncing. And it is picked up by Wells, launches downfield. Blake is open. Blake makes the catch. Blake, one-on-one, inside, and it's rolling back behind the goal, and Jordan finds it. Dangerous.
Got to ride hard here.
Jordan's able to get it. Musselman has it back. Working around Kubik.
Gotta have this ball.
Sarah Brown.
There we go.
And now Wells comes back with it at the 25, the 20. Wells drives inside, stops, looks, pulls back out, tries to set up the offense. Fires back out. Inside, Kubik. Score! A float. It still counts. And a Kubik has tied it. It's 7-7.
Fifth goal of the day for Kubik.
Fifth goal for Anna Kubik.
With 5 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
We get that assist from
John Marshall Monarch goal. Scored by number 5.
Cameron Wells on the assist. Inside to Kubik. The patience by Anna Kubik, and we are tied 7-7. A nail biter with just 5 minutes to go. Shades of Bailey Wilson. Wilson had 5 goals in regulation, including the game winner in overtime. That was her 6th. Kubik has 5 of John Marshall's 7 goals so far. Who will be the team to respond? Back at midfield. Now it's anyone's game. Ball loose, rolling around. Laurel Shipley after it for John Marshall. Contact, and down goes Windsor. It'll be Musselman ball. Clock still ticking. Down inside, 5 minutes to go.
I'm nervous, Eli. I'm bending these stat sheets.
Windsor has it. A lot of room in front. This has been where Musselman's been at their best. Windsor inside to the goal. Windsor is hit.
Dangerous check there.
And that'll be free position for Mallory Windsor with a chance to give Musselman the lead right back.
Windsor wants this hat trick bad. Go up 1 in the state championship game with 4 minutes left. Where are you putting this ball, Eli?
I like the bounce in right here. It's worked before.
Got to go back post.
Windsor loses the ball on the ground.
Great
Wells comes back
play.
with it. Launches downfield, finds Cubic. Cubic further downfield, caught by Blake at the 35. Blake to the 30, the 25, the 20. Blake all the way in, back out.
Get a shot going.
And
a Cubic!
John Marshall has the lead. Anna Cubic, her 6th goal of the game. It's 8-7.
If you watch that play start from the free shot, that's what makes this team so good. They don't quit on the ball, Eli, ever.
I tell you, what a decision by Maya Blake. She's triple teamed. Get it to your best scorer who's wide open. Let her go downhill towards the goal, right through the defense.
Scored by number 5.
We got on the assist there, Eli.
Maya Blake on the assist. John Marshall has scored 3 unanswered after going down 7-5 to take an 8-7 lead.
You know, we talked at halftime. We said they need to start moving the ball out of these double teams. They've had 3 assists since halftime.
Yeah,
They've had
6 goals
the whole year.
They've outscored John Marshall 6-3 in the second half. They lead 8-7. 3:46 to go. This game's not over.
Shiloh Heath's back in the game.
It'll be Musselman ball with a chance to answer back and tie it. Windsor now crossing midfield, works around Cubic. Windsor down to the 35, the 30 on the far side, at the 20. Gets it over. Down low is Cloud. Cloud trying to go herself. Behind the goal, loft inside, loose. Back to Hook, that's who you want to have it. Hook working around the end zone. Lob inside, shot, they tried to punch it in, and it goes wide. It'll stay with Musselman. Tried a little one-timer in the air, knock it down. Wide of the mark. Cloud will come back, or rather Hook will have it. Skylar Hook works around the goal, off a screen. Hook, spinning, shot saved, tries to roll it in, saved again.
Gonna get called for in the crease here. That's a terrific inside roll. That's a great move.
McGlumphy back in the goal, comes up with the save there.
They switched goalies at half, didn't they?
Yeah, number 99, Riley McGlumphy, is in the goal now for the Monarchs, and now the officials talking.
Looks like a little discrepancy over whether she was in the crease or not. If she was in, it should be John Marshall ball going the other way.
I believe that's what it would be called, because McGlumphy still has the ball. Does she?
Looks like it's going to be Musselman.
So instead it will be Walls who has it for the Applemen down on the far block. 2:17 to play. Walls directing traffic. If you're Musselman, you got to go Hook or Windsor right here, right?
100%. You know, this is when that desperation starts to set in with 2 minutes left, but in lacrosse, 2 minutes is like 4 hours of regular time. You can score 5 goals in 1 minute.
Right. Officials meeting with the coaches down at the 30-yard line.
Uh-oh.
And are we going to get a timeout? Or is it just an official timeout as they discuss what happened? We'll keep it right here. 2 minutes to go in the game, and have they come to a conclusion?
You know, while this is slowing the game down, I really do appreciate them doing this because this is probably the best possession of the game.
I wonder if there's an issue with the clock, potentially, if too much time ran off. Timeout called by Musselman. We'll step aside during the timeout. When we hear what happened, we'll come back and bring you the final 2 minutes. John Marshall leads 8-7. 2 minutes to go before a championship is decided here on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium. Crowd getting into it. It was an issue with the clock. They added 13 seconds back on the clock. It'll be Musselman ball with 2:30 to go. It'll be Nevaeh Walls that'll bring it in for the Applemen, standing on the first I in University in the end zone. Musselman needs to get a goal on the board to try and tie the game.
What do we get, 14 extra seconds?
The ruling on the field
They added
is
13 seconds
alternating
to the clock.
possession due to simultaneous goal circle fouls.
Walls will bring it in, loft inside, overshoots. That was Cloud, I believe. Lang after it on the sideline, saved it! What an effort by Ashlyn Lang. Lang brings it back, down at the 5-yard line, looks inside, standing in front, taking it away. Now it's still loose. Heath comes away with it for John Marshall. Lob downfield, up ahead to Blake, 35-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go. Blake cut off by Long, finds Kubik. Kubik up ahead to Wells, she makes the catch. Wells, here comes that Musselman double team. A whistle.
Time's just eating off the
Clock still going. John Marshall doesn't need to go fast. You don't want to have a costly turnover. You don't want to go backwards into a triple team.
No shot clock in high
From
school
behind.
lacrosse.
It's loose on the ground. Can Musselman come away with it? They can. Taken back. Appleman back to work at the 45. Haycock loses it. Gets it back. A minute and a half to go.
This is exactly where Musselman wants to be with a minute left.
Look out! Kubik is there. She gets knocked over.
Draws a penalty.
Will it be John Marshall ball? Yes, it will. Nevaeh Walls did not see the ball coming, and Kubik did, jumped right in front of it.
You got to let Kubik pick this up and just wheel it down the field. Run around the goal, do whatever you need to do for a minute and 17
Kill
seconds.
time, you know Musselman's coming at Kubik with every defender they've got. They're going to force John Marshall to pass the ball, and you have to be close enough if you're Musselman to another offensive player of John Marshall. So they look at 4 defenders surrounding Kubik, and they get it out to Wells. Defended one-on-one by Long, down to the 35-yard line. To the 30. Wells down at the 20, spinning back. She's doubled. Good control. Coming from behind and knocking it free was Cloud. Controlled on the far side by Cameron Wells. Under a minute to play. Musselman, aggression ramping up. Up ahead to Spielvogel. Spielvogel loses it. Tries to get the ground ball. She's hit. And down goes Spielvogel. Takes one for the team. Clock still running. Down to 40 seconds. Ref signal timeout, and Spielvogel is still down at the 13-yard line. 41.8 seconds to go. And she stands up.
You think the strategic choice of the helmets for John Marshall is helping with the intensity, Eli?
Potentially.
I know if I had one on, I'm going straight down. Straight downhill, Eli. Straight down.
Spielvogel, will she have to come out of the game? She will. That's their speedster, will have to come out. John Marshall did a good job of clearing that away from Musselman. And if you're Musselman, you need to get this turnover quickly because you got to have enough time to go back the other way and score. Down on the far side is Holiday. 36 seconds to go. Quick restart. Clock still ticks. Holiday at the 5, loses it. This could be the break. It's pulled back away by Grams. Grams loses it back in the end zone. Contact, whistle. Clock still going. Whose ball? Musselman's got to hurry. 18 seconds to go. Do they know the clock's still running? I don't know if there's enough time to get downfield. And a push. That might do it. It'll be John Marshall ball. A push by Grace Grams with 10.8 seconds to go.
It's got to be a card or something for Grams here. She's walking off the field.
She just shoved over the John Marshall offensive player. And Rocco, I think this game might be over. I don't see any way Musselman can get it 100 yards the other way in 10 seconds.
What a game, dude. What a game. How many times did we flip the leader? 3 or 4 times, maybe?
2 minutes for dangerous contact.
10.8 seconds to go. John Marshall trying to end this one down on their end, which would be fitting. 3 seconds to go.
Let's go!
John Marshall has won the state championship.
With the score, John Marshall 8, Musselman 7. The John Marshall Monarchs are the 2025 West Virginia Women's Lacrosse Champions in Division II.
What a game, Eli. What a game. We got 5 goals out of Anna Kubik. On the other side, Skylar Hook having 4 of Musselman's 7.
An unforgettable effort. And that is where you hear the term never give up. John Marshall was down 2 many times in this game, but they came back. And the heroics of Anna Kubik that ultimately paid dividends for John Marshall. They come away. They are the state champions.
Switching goalies at halftime, moving the ball. They really changed a lot from halftime to now. They played a great second half.
Head coach Suzanne Kubik hugs Anna Kubik at the 40-yard line. A performance of a lifetime for Anna Kubik. 6 goals. And every John Marshall player that rallied around and believed they could pull it off after being down 2 at halftime, after being down 2 at the end of the 3rd quarter. They outscore Musselman 3-0 in the final quarter to win it 8-7. And the Monarchs, their team name means Kings and Queens. Well, they are the rulers of Division II in 2025. They get to wear the crown. 8-7, the final score, and every player heads to the sideline to get a drink. What an effort by everybody. And it's another 1-goal win for John Marshall against Musselman this season. And a big shout out. Aubrey Spielvogel went down, took the hit for the team down on the far side, ran down the clock, came out of the game. And it's another instant classic here in the girls' state championship. That's 3 in a row that we've had dating back to last year that was decided by 1 goal. And John Marshall gets to etch their name in history.
What do we got up next here, Eli?
After this game, we have Mountain State and Jefferson County Boys Division II going at it. See John Marshall celebrating their state championship win. They were the number. Look out, the canopies are flying away. Look out, look out.
Oh my God. Dude.
And isn't that just fitting?
I'm still going.
All right, he's going to score. Oh, they stopped it.
Oh, the other one's going.
Look out. Hurricane Kubik coming through.
What is going on?
Every John Marshall fan on their feet celebrating. Making the trip from Moundsville, West Virginia over to Morgantown. And they just got to see an instant classic. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the post-game wrap-up coming up next. You have just watched an amazing game in Game 1 of the Lacrosse State Championships here at University High School today. We'll be back for more. Stay with us. We'll be back. You're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Girls Division II Lacrosse State Championship postgame on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmer chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Welcome back to Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium. John Marshall claims the state championship, first trophy given out today. They have defeated the Musselman Applemen 8-7 in a classic game. And we'll go through the scoring recap real quick. Rocco, you want to bring us through it?
Yeah, 1 second here, 1 second. All right, John Marshall, MVP for me, 6 goals out of Anna Kubik.
No doubt.
No doubt, the senior, great game, great game. Then we had Zoe Kosek, 1 goal here, sophomore. Great goal for her, and Macy Wells rounding it out with 1 more. They only had 3 different scores, but they had 4 different people with the assists, and those I think were all in the second half, maybe 1 in the first for
Right.
Musselman. We had 4 goals out of Skylar Hook. What a game for her, really, what a game. She tried her hardest, left it all out there. And then, how do we say this, Eli?
Eliana Haycook had a goal.
Haycook. Eliana Haycook, 1 goal, the senior, 1 goal. I forgot to add, Skylar Hook is only a junior, so she will be back next year, and she knows what it's like to lose a championship, so hopefully she can see what it's like to win one next year. And Mallory Windsor, rounding it out, number 36, the junior, had 2 goals on the day.
Yeah, and it started off, John Marshall jumped on Musselman early, 2-0. Looked like it was going to get out of hand. Musselman answered right back with 4 unanswered. They led 4-2 at halftime. John Marshall's quick start back in the third quarter tied it at 4. Musselman answered, led 5-4. John Marshall answered right back, tied it at 5. Musselman added 2 more. They led 7-5, and John Marshall finishes the game with 3 unanswered goals, including the game winner from Anna Kubik, which proved to be the difference. We'll take a look at that one. See Blake inside, and this is just textbook lacrosse right here. Triple teamed. Find your best player, kick it out outside the arc. Kubik downhill, averages 4 goals per game. She has 6 in the state championship, including the game-winning goal that came with just 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. The Monarchs on top of Division II. And what a game it was. Rocco, we thank you for coming in the booth for this one. We'll be back for just an audio only, no radio for the next boys game, and I'll be back on the mic later tonight for University and Morgantown Girls Division I game. And then we round out the day with Morgantown and Lindsley Boys Division I in the state championship. Until then, Congratulations to the John Marshall Monarchs. They are the 2025 Division II state champions. I'm Eli Brady, my partner Rocco Episcopo, signing off. You've been watching live streaming coverage of the WVSLA Lacrosse State Championships here